Good evening, everybody, and welcome. We're live again here at Rack's Pub and Grill in Williamstown. It is the final regular season show of the Coaches Show with Tom Kelly. And we welcome you back for what we hope would be a much better show, and it's going to be because we had a win to talk about on Friday night.
Long time coming.
And we'll get into all of the X's and O's, but how does it feel?
Listen, anytime you win, especially in this Group 5, our division, it feels great. It really does. I'm happy for the kids. I'm happy for the coaching staff. I'm happy for the community. It was it was a win we desperately needed, and we got it. So it's always good to come off a win.
I always talk to you during the week at the show. What kind of week did you have in practice? Going into Timber Creek, did you see something in that practice that said we're going to win tonight?
No, we had a pretty steady practice all week. We knew we had them in a couple areas. Ultimately the kids, and I tell them this all the time, the players, they play the game. We try to put them in the best position possible. I thought they made the most of their opportunity. But, what I emphasized Monday was even though we won that game, it's not good enough for what we're going to see tomorrow night. There were some numbers that I pointed out. 90, that's how many penalty yards we had. 6, that's how many offensive points we scored. 200, that's how many rushing yards we let up. So, right now, at that time, we moved up to 13, which I know we'll get to in a little bit. The cutoff is 16. Right. So, the thing that I was emphasizing is if we play that game, who's to say we won't go to 17 against the Shawnee?
Right.
So we have to tighten up a couple things, but bring the same intensity. The one thing that Friday night showed, man, we were alive. It was electric on the sideline from start to finish. There was, no one. We were locked in. Every single person on that sideline, including the coaching staff. So if we put those things together and keep that same intensity, we should be okay tomorrow night.
That's a typical response from you. You always bring the negative first before you bring the positive. How about the good? Early on, jumped out to a lead. Things were going well.
Yeah, listen, it's been a long time. I'm trying to remember the last time where we started a game on top. I felt like for a long time we've been playing catch-up. Whether it's, we start on offense, it's a 3-and-out, we punt it away, they end up scoring, and, we're behind the 8 ball trying to catch up. So, anytime you can jump in front of a lead, okay, and then, maintain that lead for quite some time, that sparks, the enthusiasm, the excitement of the game.
Halftime was a little interesting because of the scores right before the break. What did you say to the kids in the locker room?
We got them. There was no doubt in my mind. The second that ball was kicked, that first drive, the first play, even though it was an incomplete to Julian, I knew we had him. At halftime, I knew we had him. Only thing I was disappointed about was, we left some points on the board. We get some good drives, and then we were stalling out. We have got to finish drives. We have got to finish drives. No panic at all. Sorry, there was no panic at all at halftime, and the boys knew. They knew we had it.
So you talk about the coordinators quite often. Nick on offense, I need to hear again, Coach Gordon, right? I think I saw a sighting there on defense. He'll never give up a free meal. Anyway, but special teams, just like Coach Fuse, that's yours. And I sat at this table and said, hey, special teams having some difficulties. Are you going to fix it? It's now my turn to say, you guys won the game.
Yeah, I mean, our kick return team, and we know Wade's going to come on at some point, and I know he pointed it out to me today. 7th, is Harold 7th in the state? Harold is 7th in the state for kickoff return, and Julian is 10th. So right there it tells you you have two of the most explosive and dangerous guys in the state back there returning kicks. The front line did a good job. picking up their man, sustaining blocks. Our guys did a good job filling in the run game. And listen, we have athletes back there. I tell them, don't overthink it. Get the ball, find it, and hit it. And that's what they did.
We got an exciting show this week. We're going to meet some of the players, talk about some achievements that have never been accomplished before in the history of the Braves. That playoff picture, all that and more is coming up. When we come back to Racks here on BFA Sports, we're live with the Tom Kelly Show.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopaedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other Pizza Guy's wings. No one outwings the Hut.
The Claridge is the best destination to stay and play on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Just steps away from the ocean, the Claridge has it all. The city's ultimate rooftop bar, wonderful restaurants, classic guest rooms with ultra-high-speed Wi-Fi, and 100,000 square feet of banquet and convention space for events and the wedding of your dreams. Book at Claridge.com for the best rates and find the best package for your stay. Discover all the Claridge has to offer.
And welcome back. Very special show here tonight on BFA. Here are the kids, everybody. So we're going to do a hockey line change. As soon as we're done with you, get off, and we're going to bring the other two in, all right? We got 7 and 53. 7. Harold Hill.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding on the special teams. Talk about that. That was a special return.
Yes, it was. Big time. Big time for us.
We needed it.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Never a doubt?
No. All confidence in my special team, the blocking. Coach Kelly put me in the right position. And, yeah, no doubt.
What did you see?
Well, we pretty much set it up where it's like a middle return. And then I try to get outside, obviously. And I saw the blocking in the middle, and I saw space on the outside, and I just hit it. Yeah, I knew I had him.
Yeah. We have a terrible vantage point at Timber Creek. They had us on the field, and we just called the game from a monitor.
Right.
79 yards, is that right? What was it? How many yards?
I'm not sure. I know it was pretty far, though.
Coach Inge, how many yards was that kickoff return? Did we say 79? Same thing. All right, 66 yards.
Yes,
all right, I gave him more.
Yeah.
But, again, they're trying to kick away because that's an indication of that, right?
Yep, definitely.
You and Julian really make up, and we'll talk to him, but you make up quite a pair on special teams.
Yes, we do. Yep.
Do you talk a lot about if it goes this way, I'll flip it to you? Do you have any special plays back there?
No, not yet. We don't got any special thing yet. But if it gets kicked to one of us, I know one of us is going to return it.
Well, that's the contributions from you two on that side are amazing. But now it's time to talk about the offense.
Yep.
And we're going to bring in number 11 also. But you are having a tremendous year as well, receiving the ball.
Appreciate that.
What do you think is the reason for that this year?
Obviously the quarterback first. Drew, sophomore quarterback. A lot of respect for him. Trust him with the ball. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of it. And just get the ball and make plays, open space. But yeah.
You have to get open though.
Yeah.
And when the running game is slowed down, he goes to you pretty much all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good relationship we have. He trusts me enough to get the ball to me, and I try to make the best plays I can.
No offense, but when Drew comes up, I'm going to ask him if you still have that relationship, because you could be lying, right?
Yeah.
By the way, you watch the games on the bus?
Yep.
That's awesome, everybody. He watches the games on the bus. My man, 53, Kaishan Patterson, everybody.
Thank you.
Two-way, my friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, you having fun this year?
very.
What do you like better, offense or defense?
Offense.
Why? Don't listen to Coach Kelly.
Nah,
He can't do anything to you.
I started offense my junior year
Mm-hmm.
on the O-line, but I played quarterback freshman and sophomore year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it helped me more when I ended up getting first team all conference last year for my junior year. So I wanted to continue that this season and play left tackle.
What do you think about a program like this that, tough year, but you got a shot at playing beyond October?
We didn't really expect it to come out 2-6. Like, we was in the weight room since January, and we was hitting the weights hard, and we was going over everything, and we felt confident this season, but we didn't have the outcome that we expected. So
Right.
we're hoping tomorrow we can change it around.
I hear that you're kind of vocal in the huddles. Where did that come from, and what makes you that kind of football player?
Well, I don't know. I let it all out during the games.
Yes, you do.
During practice, I'm more chill and relaxed, but during games, I let everything loose.
All right, just cut down on those penalties, right?
Yeah, on the
All right.
penalties, yeah.
My man, thanks for coming. You like being on TV?
Yeah, it's all right. I was a little nervous.
Not like Malinsky. He's got a TV show waiting in his future, though, right?
Yeah, he does.
All right. Thanks, guys. You're going to give the chairs to two other guys.
Yeah.
Mr. Craig, Mr. Noel. Thanks, boys. We may go a little longer on this one, all right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking right now at the all-time leader in quarterback completions in the history of Williamstown High School, Drew Craig. Do you know how many?
I do not.
Good. It's a lot. What gives you the confidence to throw the ball like that first down, second down, third down, sometimes all the time?
Listen, definitely just trust from Coach Kelly and trust from Coach Seidenberg. They give me the support and make me believe that I can throw the ball on any down.
I ask you pretty much after every game what you're doing better. I mean, he is a sophomore, everybody, so you know, and big years ahead of you, especially as a record setter. What are you doing each week that makes you that much of a better quarterback?
I'm definitely looking at film, and Coach Gallagher gives me the defensive looks, on a piece of paper every week, and I just look over it and study, and just get my mind right before the game.
So you throw the ball a lot to that young man right there. Julian Noel, who you are looking at, the all-time reception leader record breaker in Williamstown history. I know you're enthused about that. I can just tell.
Yeah,
Come on, we've talked a lot now, especially before the season. Nobody expected 2-6.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody, like Kai said, we were in the weight room since January. We had a lot of confidence in this year, and it's just unfortunate because we know that we could have done a lot better and we could have had a great year. But I mean, this what's it called? It is how it is right now, so we can't change it. All we can do is just work to make it better in the future.
You seem to be the safety valve on many occasions when Drew gets some pressure. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You always look for three?
Yeah, just give the ball to one of our best athletes.
What do you think about that?
I'm not complaining. I mean, I try to make things work when I get the ball in my hands. I know I'm one of the key players on the team along with Harold, and it's my job to make things happen when I get the ball.
What makes him so special?
Him being so mature and being able to play at this level as a sophomore. You don't see that in a lot of kids, let alone QBs, at this varsity level, this football varsity level, Group 5, let alone. So the fact that he's able to make these plays and throw the ball like this as a sophomore, it's incredible, and he's only going to get better from here. He has 2 more years, and South Jersey needs to watch out.
You don't.
Yeah.
So to both of you, it's going to be a situation where anything can happen. Postseason is out there for you guys if the right scenario comes true. Is that message even brought up in practice this week as you get ready for Shawnee tomorrow night?
Yeah, of course. Like, we're pushing each other every day. Maybe if we just keep working hard, we could get this win and possibly get a home game.
You know that there's no guarantee where you're sitting right now, too, though. I mean, it's amazing how, some, and you'll find out in the next segment, some, I guess, projections could have you guys as high as 8th and as down as 19. I mean, that's how volatile South Jersey football is, especially in Group 5. You need to win tomorrow night, my friend.
Yeah, we do. But, we could take that as motivation, too. If we lose tomorrow, we could get pushed down. But we don't want that, of course. But we could use that as motivation before the game.
So real quick, I want to talk about Timber Creek on Friday because talk about needing a win. You needed a win. The offense only got 6 points, as Coach already said, but it was always something else that did it, especially the special teams. What does that say about this team? Are you finally coming together in all phases?
I think we're definitely starting to come together in all phases. We can for sure be better in the offensive side of the ball because, as you said, we only scored 6 points on the offensive side of the ball. But compared to 3 games ago, as to now, we're definitely more in tune.
The defense had you guys on the bench for a little bit longer than you wanted to be in some cases. When you come off the bench after a long layoff like that, what's the first thing you're saying in the huddle?
Let's go score. Let's go.
Just like that.
Let's get a good drive going. Let's put some points on the board.
Guys, Shawnee tomorrow night, another Group 5 matchup with added pressure, A, because you're home, and B, because of that carrot out there in the postseason. Did you have a good week in practice?
Yeah, I think we had a good week. Maybe Tuesday was a little rough, but it's all right. We bounced back Wednesday and had a good walkthrough today. I think we're prepared.
What do you think?
Like Drew said, Tuesday could have been a little better. We were kind of lacking on one side of the ball, but Wednesday we got it together and everybody was really focused. You could see the difference. And also today was a good walkthrough, and I think overall, everybody's in the right headspace and everybody's ready to go.
So Harold said here at this very chair that he watches every game. Do you?
I do. Me and my parents actually watch it after the game.
Yeah? Well, I know they do, but how about you, Julian?
Yeah, I make sure I watch every game, rewatch every game, watch myself, watch other players, and I hear my mom and dad rewatching the game like 3 times at least after the game. So, but yeah, no, I make it a point to rewatch the game because you can always learn, you can always see what you could have done better, what you did good, what you did bad. So it's really important to rewatch those games.
So both of you guys, Coffee knows his football, right? I mean, he's been around. Have you ever heard something that he said and said, hey, you know what? That makes some sense?
I did in the first game of the season. He said maybe when he graduates, he could be the best quarterback in the state. That's stuck with me. That drives me. It does. He said that very well.
And how about you?
I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know a few games that I've watched, like hearing a few points that he's made, and I'm like, that makes sense. And yeah, you can definitely tell that he has a lot of football knowledge.
Well, I'm telling you, I mean, the short time that we've been here, I mean, we bleed blue for Williamstown. So, we wish you guys continued success in a big game tomorrow night at home against Shawnee, all right? Your record breakers, everybody. Drew Craig, Julian Noel. We have a special guest coming up next to discuss the playoff picture, and it's a wild one, as the Coaches Show continues here live in Williamstown at Rex Pub and Grill here on BFA.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopaedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
The Claridge is the best destination to stay and play on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Just steps away from the ocean, the Claridge has it all. The city's ultimate rooftop bar, wonderful restaurants, classic guest rooms with ultra-high-speed Wi-Fi, and 100,000 square feet of banquet and convention space for events and the wedding of your dreams. Book at Claridge.com for the best rates and find the best package for your stay. Discover all the Claridge has to offer.
We're back at Rex Pub and Grill in Williamstown, live BFA sports coverage of Williamstown Braves football. The Coaches Show for the final time here in the regular season. Who knows? We may have another one if the winds blow in the way we need them to blow, and that's what we're going to talk about. And I mean the playoff projection in group number 5. The new Coffee Jones, everybody, Wade Inge, who joined us on a broadcast on Friday. And, if we don't have coffee again tomorrow night, which we don't know, and if the Phillies are playing at the same time and your good luck charm, you might want to extend your contract for another night.
Well, I kind of retired after last week, but in a pinch, I guess I could help out.
You guess?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So there's a lot of discussion throughout South Jersey this time of year, and it's fun. The what ifs. So just to give you a little background, 16 teams ranked in the Group 5 bracket all across the state. 1 through 16 get into the playoffs. The Braves currently, believe it or not, as of tonight, are in a playoff position at the bottom. Is that correct?
Yes. Right now we're sitting at 13th, but
okay.
That could change based on tomorrow night. We need help from other people, but, that could change.
And another thing is the PowerPoints, and I want to get into that discussion in a second. But even if the Braves win tomorrow night, there's no guarantee they're in the postseason. Is that correct?
No, there's a lot of things that happen because with the PowerPoints and the strength of schedule, it can go either way.
You hear that, Drew? That's a must-win tomorrow night. All right. Go ahead, Drew. Go ahead. So let's get into it now. So you said that the Braves are at the 13th spot.
Mm-hmm.
Guy opens the paper, high school football fan in South Jersey, sees a team with 2 wins, and they're in a playoff position. How does that happen?
Well, it's 2 things that go into the playoff picture. You need PowerPoints and OSI, which is opponent's strength of schedule. strength.
OSI.
Right. So the OSI is worth 60% of the total points, and the power points are worth 40%. So if you have a very high OSI, that's going to move you up even further. So meaning the tougher competition you play, the higher OSI is going to be.
Did he lose everybody? Get closer. They can't hear you.
All right, well, I'll explain this. Williamstown has played 6 teams that are in the top 20 in South Jersey.
Okay.
So everybody we played has a winning record. Other teams play teams that have losing records, so our OSI is much higher because we play better competition.
And because of that higher OSI, you earn points, win or lose.
Correct. If you win, if you beat a team, you get the other team's OSI averaged into yours. If you lose to a team, you get half of it. So that's helped us because even when we've lost to a team, we get half of a higher number that we would have gotten if it was against a lesser team.
Coach, so I don't know if you meant to do this, but is this one of the reasons why you wanted to stay in this division? Thank you. Well said.
That's exactly why. Yeah, because the strength of index, right? Yeah. Your schedule is 60% compared to the PowerPoints. So if you were to, play in a lower division where there's still decent competition, you have to bank on winning across the board to even out that 60% of the strength index. So by us playing the schedule that we've played, knowing that it weighs more than just the PowerPoints, that's put us in a good position. And guess what? We go to the playoffs. We've already played the playoffs. You got Cherokee there. You got Lenape there. You got all the teams that we faced. Township, RV, Kingsway. It's all there. We've already played the playoffs, so we're ready.
So, Dr. Einstein, if you will, this is the time of year. Even NFL, it's a lot of fun. There are 1,000,001 projections. Mm-hmm. Can you give us the best case scenario for the Braves for tomorrow night?
Well, you said there's 1,000,001. I went through each and every game with the top 17 seeds. And
they want to hear all over the bar. Go ahead.
Well, basically, if everything works out the way it should, meaning the team with a better record comes up winning, we could move up. But on the same token, if we do lose, we can move down, and that's why Coach said it's a must-win game because that OSI is very, very, very important. It's not just the PowerPoint. So if we don't win, people can sneak up behind us and jump in.
So let's get into specifics where you said things should happen. Give me another key game in that scenario.
Well, Cherokee's playing Millville. That will help us out quite a bit. If Millville beats Cherokee, that changes everything. That'll bump Cherokee down a little bit, even though Millville's a Group 4 team. That'll take away their OSI, to take away some of their PowerPoints, and it'll help us move up.
Even though you've played both teams and you're going to get points regardless.
Correct.
Millville victory gives you more points. Why?
It doesn't give us more points. It takes away from Cherokee.
It takes away from Cherokee.
So
okay, I got it.
Cherokee losing points helps us move up.
Give me another key game.
Our game.
Give me another key game.
Our game.
That's the key game.
That's the key game.
If you don't win, none of this matters.
Our game. The Friday night. That's the key game.
So just like Wade said, in order for any of these scenarios to be even a possibility, it starts with the Braves win tomorrow night.
We have to
Correct.
win. Yeah, we got to win. We got to win.
Right.
It's Braves country. It's homecoming. It's going to be a pink out from the Chop House. It's going to be rocking tomorrow night. We've got to take advantage of that and win this game. Put us in a very, very good position moving forward.
Practice this week. That's the message you drove home?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We can't put up those negative numbers, that, we produced against Timber Creek. We are going to have to play a very, very good, smart, physical game. And, it's going to be an absolute dogfight war up front. This is an outstanding offensive and defensive line. You're talking about one of the best coaching staffs, not South Jersey, in the state. One of the most respected coaching staffs of all time in the state of New Jersey. So everybody's got to come tomorrow night and bring their A game.
Yes.
We're playing the very team that these PowerPoints have worked in their favor. 4 years ago, Shawnee won 3 games in the regular season and ran the table and won the state championship. Why not us?
Why not? So it seems as if a Williamstown victory is assuring a playoff, but a loss, and it could be out.
Yes.
All right. Guys, this is it tomorrow night. Shawnee, the opponent, they're coming into the Chop House, and our coverage will begin at 7 o'clock here on BFA. For everybody here at Rax, we had a lot of fun this year doing the Coaches Show. We hope you enjoyed it. We had the kids on here. We had the cheerleaders before the game. So now it's time to get it on. You ready, Coach?
We're ready.
Braves and Shawnee tomorrow night on BFA. For everybody here in Williamstown, I'm Chris Lozzi. Thank you for joining us on the Coaches Show. Take care and go Braves.
Our game. That's the